Hi everyone, Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com and PickDogs.com, and it is Monday, July the 6th, 2020. Of course, if you're with me, you had a safe 4th of July, hopefully a good 4th of July. And I'll tell you what, we all could use a little bit of a break from the break right now, right? It's time to get rolling again, and starting to hear from some of the sportsbook providers, places like William Hill, saying that on July 15th, they're going to be up and running again. So that's all a good sign. And, of course, a lot of the sportsbook operators are already up and running, as we have the TBT. We've been doing soccer, UFC, you pretty much name it. Whatever has been out there, we've been covering it at Sports Chat Place and at Pick Dogs. Also working behind the scenes feverishly on all the new features. And, it's kind of like, it seems to be the old, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? With the way that sports is going forward right now. Just, we're hearing good news. We're hearing that things are going to trudge forward, but still step back. David Price isn't going to play. Freddie Freeman has COVID. All these, it's just this constant battle. But, sports always finds a way. And, sports has been through some amazing tragedies throughout the years. And, like I said, they always seem to find a way. It's been pretty. This is of course unprecedented, and hopefully this is a thing in the past, right? That once we get into the future, it's going to be one of those things that we're just going to hardly even remember happened. And one of the things about the stoppages is that it's given me a lot of time to reach out to some people that I haven't talked to in a while. It's given me a chance to kind of do a lot of things outside of the website that I haven't been able to do. And I play in a match play tournament, for golf. I mean, it's I would never have had the time to schedule it. It'd be like, people think that, Friday afternoon is always a great time. Well, yeah, not for me, because, I do 40 videos on a Friday afternoon for Saturday's games. And it's like, I love playing golf and all that stuff. You guys know I love doing my videos and talking with you guys a lot more than that. And, just like I said, a lot of things in that nature going on. But, it's, there's some things going on, in the NBA with, the restart, and, how's this going to look? And I'm going to start doing some videos again. I haven't done a video in a long time, so it's like anything else. You do the first one, and then from there, it's time to, it's kind of like you do one, and the rest just flow. At least, when I took the break from Sports Chat, and when I started doing the Pick Dogs videos again, it took, it still took a little while. And even when I got Sports Chat back in February, even doing the dog of the day, which I always said people can wake me up in the middle of the night and I could do the dog of the day, I still struggled with it. So, the first couple ones probably going to be a little bit rusty. I have the new studio. I'm just not sure how I'm going to use it. I have, the green screen effect. I have the, the Pick Dogs and the Sports Chat set up. And, I have different lighting set up and microphones and all sorts of things like that. I'm just not sure where I would even put the camera at this place. And I think I could put the camera here and probably put the camera over here. And, you could do it that way. And, I've shown this before on the, on there. But, so, here's the old camera that I used to use. So, there's the Pick Dog set. And you can see I have a big TV ready to go. And this is basically showing everything that's on. And then there's the Sports Chat set. So what I'll do is I'll probably put a tripod back in this area over here. And have this facing out that way to do the Pick Dogs. The TV's on wheels. See? So it slides out of the way. And then I'll put the tripod over here to do the Sports Chat, obviously, in front of the soundboard and stuff. So, anyways, that's at least what I'm looking at right now, and how I'm going to do it. But Yeah, this is the old camera that I did all those live shows up until we built the new studio during the COVID break. This is the camera. Look at the difference between this one and then we come back to this one, right? We kind of do it side by side. See? Let's see if we can straighten this one out. Can't really get the same angle. There we go. So you can see definitely a noticeable difference between, even though this one is 4K and this one is only 1080. Pretty wild. And then we also have this one. This is from the computer right here. So all different sorts of stuff. That's weird. Anyways, we have other cameras too that we're not even using right now, like this one. But we will be in the future. This will be the one that we do all the videos on. Yeah, that's the whole thing, and it's like I think I'm going to be able to do even more videos than ever before. I'll be able to do more videos than we've ever done before. And that's because I have a team now that's going to help me load up the videos. I'm still going to shoot the videos, right? I'm still going to be the one doing all the videos like that. But then I'm going to have my team be the ones that just post them onto YouTube. And once we're able to do that, well, that's going to make things a lot easier. And it'll make it a lot better for me to be able to shoot those videos. I'll probably be working with those guys this week, getting it going. So maybe that will be what inspires me to get these NBA and MLB preview videos up that I just want to do, just really to warm up, if for nothing else. And MLB will be releasing their schedule today, and I'm way interested in that. A lot of teams shutting down. Like I said, it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. If you guys have any questions, any comments, anything like that, as to how we're going to roll things forward. So as far as Mondays with Mitch, we're doing this Monday, right? We're not probably going to do it. We are going to do this Monday. And then we're going to do next Monday as well. So that'll be next Monday will be the 13th, and then the 20th, and that will probably be the final Monday with Mitch. Mondays are generally light scheduled days, so I don't know. We might do some in the future here and there. It's up to you guys, but we're gonna have a whole bunch of new shows and a lot of my friends. That's the whole thing. I was having a discussion with DraftKings this morning, and we've been at it. I haven't really gone into it in a lot of detail, and I'm not going to go into a ton of detail with it. But DraftKings is someone that I've been partners with forever. Long before there was sports betting in the United States, I've been working with DraftKings. You don't see it because we don't do a lot of fantasy. But, yeah, I mean, DraftKings and FanDuel, I've been working with them since I've had a website, since they started, right? We all started around the same time. So back then, it was just the guys who founded the company were basically doing everything like I was doing at the time. When we first started the website, I did everything. I wrote all of the articles, it was when it was Sports Chat Place and College Football Place. And it didn't take long, to get guys to join me. Back then, Dave Darby and Mark, were some of the people. We had some other guys too that, some guys have come and gone over the years. The guys who are with us now, the ones who are at Sports Chat have been with me for quite some time. Ruffalo, who you see every day on the show. Randy, who, if you've ever looked at Sports Chat Place, you know who Randy is. Andrew Jett. I mean, these same guys, and they've been with me for quite some time. And, Mark was with me forever. And Peter, who just does NBA, has been with me probably 10 years, So, all those guys. And then we have the newer guys, Shane, we have Ron, Chris Smith, just really, really solid guys. Chris Smith came from another site. Basically, most of the writers are fairly independent that are on our site. We have a general schedule and a general way that we do things. But as far as their writing style and techniques, we have some basic parameters that we use. And, we try and help each other. But, Chris is journalism major, and he's on some other site, and they're like telling him, I mean, ridiculous things. And, people totally unqualified to do that. So, some people, you kind of just got to let them do their thing. Other guys need a little bit more guidance. Ron is newer, so, he needs a little bit more help. Not help with his writing, but, kind of you need to kind of let him know all is good. We're all good. And guys like Shane, just absolute, it's like no problem. You just flip the switch. It's like he's good. It's like send you a text once in a blue moon. Hey, should I do this or this? Yes. It's like he doesn't need the full explanations and stuff. So just different people throughout time that we've had. But a lot of these guys will become handicappers on the new site. You know that they're experienced. That they know their stuff. There's no handicapper in the entire world that covers games more in depth than our regular writing staff. There isn't one. That covers games like so. A guy like Shane or a guy like Chris or a guy like Ron. I mean, you hear Chris on the show, right? It's like you pretty much can throw out any sport. He knows it inside and out. The guy writes, 400 articles a month, about different sports and different games. He knows all the players. He knows everything that's going on, and that's the beauty of it. And, I do the videos, right? I do hundreds and hundreds of videos. Why do you think I know more, about sports than most handicappers and most people out there? Because I cover every single game, right? I mean, it's craziness, and I can't wait to do it again. Really not a lot more to talk about here. Just like I said, gonna enjoy the last few weeks while we're really mixing it in, with a good solid amount of work. We have some new things going on behind the scenes here, which I'll be able to fill you guys in over time. Of course, once we start back, we will do our T-shirt promotion, and I'm gonna put a T-shirt back here to show you guys the T-shirts that we'll be giving out for premium members, it doesn't work that way anymore. It's not a membership site anymore. We're going to honor all the people that halted their subscriptions for the time that we owe them. And we're going to switch them all over to the new platform. And they'll have access to my picks or, through the new platform. But there'll be no more recurring subscriptions or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know who else is doing what. We just do what we do. Yeah, we a lot of the other sites kind of peeled it back. A lot of the other sites, they peeled back their coverage during the COVID. We never stopped. I didn't take any money from the government. I didn't do any of those things. I've been paying the guys out of my own pocket, and I'm proud to do it, and I'm happy to do it, and I'm happy that they have was able to do it. So if they need to write about TBT, hey, we'd write about cockroach racing if they're booking action on it. So most of the other sites, the reason why they probably didn't cover TBT is they just copy what we do. And, this is something that kind of just happens and then it ends. So they kind of missed it, right? It kind of went right past them. And maybe they'll start to cover it now that they see we're covering it, but they already missed, how many games, right? So, the next thing, there's some other events coming up in the next few weeks that will blend us right into baseball season. We have NBA is doing like a preseason of the season, and we're covering all of that as well. So be sure to be on the lookout for it. Really, that's about it, That's about it. If anyone has any questions, comments, feel free to say them. Now is the time. Anything you want to see, anything you don't want to see anymore. You hate my set, you like my set. I've heard both. I don't know. Don't have a lot of room, but going to change some stuff. I think there are some value in NBA futures, and I'll go over that, and I'm going to do videos on each team. So I don't know where the value is, but anytime there's a future bet, there's always going to be value. And if it's not on a team, it could be against the team. And are the Bucks able to maintain the momentum that they had? And it's kind of easy to say that well, it wasn't just one season of momentum and they came out of nowhere. They had the best record of the year before too, right? And they lost to the Raptors. So, you have to just look at it and see what the value is and what the numbers are. And like I said, I'll do videos on all the NBA teams. And now you ask that question, I'm kind of even more inspired to do it. So I appreciate that. We also have the NHL has gone to the players' vote now. They've decided what the protocol is for both the cities. I'm pretty surprised that they ended up where they ended up in Edmonton and Toronto. But you know what? Not a bad idea. Those are two places that probably are a little cooler temperature-wise to do it. So, anyways, thanks everyone for joining me. It was a short but sweet show. I enjoyed doing it as always. And the reason why I'm moving back and forth is I have the camera on this arm, and it blocks my viewer number on the show. Like I can see how many people are watching. Let me see if I can switch back again. I'll show you guys why I keep moving my head all the time. So if you look at the screen right there, if you look right next to the red thing, the second number over is what that is the total number of people watching across all platforms. And I keep looking at that just to make sure people are watching. And I know if it goes to 0 or something, that means that something's broken. So I'm constantly looking at it. I need to either move it up or move it down is really what it comes down to. And I'll probably move it down is the direction that it's going to have to go. But anyways, we'll come back to this guy. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll have the Puck Dogs on. We'll have Steve Monahan. I think those guys are fighting the good fight too. I know it's been a struggle for them. No doubt about it. These are not their main sports. Like I said, Chris can cover everything. He can do everything. And, Rod seems to be into everything as well, right? I've known Rod, from the internet long before he was ever on the show. Rod, I get a lot of emails and a lot of people asking me to be on the show or asking me to be a handicapper. But it's the opposite with Rod. I had to chase him down. So I'm glad that I was able to do that. And I think you guys appreciate it as well. But anyways, this is Mitch. Maybe if I got a little taller seat would do it. Maybe if I grew a couple inches. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the boys.